Have you ever come across a mysterious ancient structure and wondered, how did they build this? Or what was its real purpose? There are countless monuments around the world that defy logic and leave us questioning everything we thought we knew about the past. From gigantic stone spheres to caves that lead to the underworld, these forbidden structures continue to puzzle even the brightest minds. Are we missing something, or could there be ancient knowledge we've yet to uncover? Let's dive into 8 forbidden ancient structures that will make you rethink history. The Great Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Have you ever wondered how the ancient Egyptians built the Great Pyramids of Giza? It's one of the most puzzling questions in history. These colossal structures, particularly the Great Pyramid, were constructed over 4,500 years ago. The most mind-boggling part, the precision with which these pyramids were aligned with the cardinal points, the stars, and the Earth's magnetic fields. The sheer size of the stones, weighing several tons each, and their perfect fitting without mortar is an engineering marvel. Archaeologists and engineers have struggled for years to figure out how the Egyptians could have moved and placed these massive blocks without the technology we have today. Some say they used ramps, but the exact method is still unknown. Others suggest extraterrestrial involvement or lost ancient technologies. What's even more curious is the precision with which the pyramids align with the stars, particularly the constellation of Orion, often associated with the ancient Egyptian god, Osiris. This suggests the pyramids may have had a spiritual purpose too, perhaps related to the afterlife. If you think about it, the mysteries surrounding these ancient structures seem almost impossible to solve, and yet they continue to captivate our imaginations. Do you think the Egyptians were just incredibly advanced, or is there something more to this story? Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge. If you've ever visited this iconic site in England, you know how mysterious and awe-inspiring it is. Standing there, you can't help but wonder, how did ancient people build such an intricate structure using only primitive tools? The giant stones that make up the circle weigh up to 50 tons each, and were transported from distances as far as 20 miles away. Imagine the effort that would have taken, especially considering that the technology of the time was nowhere near what we have today. But here's the thing, we don't even know exactly why Stonehenge was built. While most people believe it was some kind of astronomical observatory used to track the movements of the sun and the stars, others argue it was a religious site or even a place of healing. What's even more intriguing is that the stones are perfectly aligned with the summer solstice, but there are no written records from the builders themselves to tell us their true intentions. Was Stonehenge an elaborate calendar, a temple, or something else entirely? What about the people who created it? Were they far more advanced than we think? Or did they possess some kind of lost knowledge we've yet to rediscover? Stonehenge remains one of the most fascinating unsolved mysteries of our past. What do you think it was really used for? The Antikythera mechanism, Greece. Imagine finding a 2,000-year-old piece of technology that's so advanced, it could have come from the future. Sounds impossible, right? Yet the Antikythera mechanism does exactly that. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Antikythera, this ancient Greek artifact is often called the world's first analog computer, but here's the real kicker, it was built around 100 BCE. Yes, over 2 millennia ago, ancient Greeks had crafted a device capable of calculating astronomical positions with incredible precision. The mechanism is made up of a series of interlocking gears, some as small as a coin, working together to predict the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. Researchers were stunned by its complexity. In fact, it's so sophisticated that scientists only began to understand its true function in the early 20th century. What's mind-blowing is that the technology required to build something like this wasn't supposed to exist back then. It raises some serious questions. Could the ancient Greeks have been far more technologically advanced than we give them credit for? Or perhaps this incredible machine was a relic of an even older, forgotten civilization? What do you think? Could there have been advanced technology lost in the annals of time? The Nazca Lines, Peru. The Nazca Lines in Peru are a true enigma of ancient engineering. When viewed from the ground, they seem like random scratches in the desert. But from the sky, they are gigantic, intricate geoglyphs that stretch across miles of arid land, depicting everything from animals like monkeys and hummingbirds, to geometric shapes and even human-like figures. What's so mind-boggling is that these massive designs, some of which are over 1,200 feet long, were created by the Nazca culture between 500 BCE and 500 CE. But here's the catch. The Nazca people couldn't possibly have seen their creations from the ground. They didn't have planes or helicopters, so how did they create these massive, perfectly proportioned figures? Theories about their purpose abound. Some say they were created for religious rituals or to signal to the gods. Others argue that the lines were part of an astronomical calendar, marking the positions of the stars. But could they have had a deeper purpose, something we still don't understand? Some even suggest that the lines were a form of communication with extraterrestrial beings. The truth is, we may never know for sure. What do you think these incredible lines were really made for? The Moai statues of Easter Island. Easter Island's Moai statues are some of the most fascinating and mysterious monuments in the world. Standing tall, these colossal stone figures were carved from volcanic tuff and placed across the island. What's even more remarkable is that some of them weigh as much as 82 tons. But here's the big question. How on earth did the ancient Rapa Nui people transport and erect these massive statues, especially considering they didn't have cranes, wheels, or even metal tools? Theories about how the Moai were moved are as varied as the statues themselves. One popular idea is that the statues were walked into place, using a clever system of ropes and coordinated movement. Others believe the Moai were dragged on logs, but the sheer scale and weight of these statues make that difficult to imagine. What's even more puzzling is why the Rapa Nui people built these statues in the first place. Some say they were a representation of ancestors, while others suggest they were symbols of power and authority. And then there's the mystery of the fall of the Moai. By the time Europeans arrived on the island, many of these statues had been toppled. Was it a war over resources, a cultural collapse, or is there an even deeper mystery behind it all? The Moai statues continue to raise questions, and their true purpose remains just out of reach. What do you think? Why were these statues built, and how were they moved? The island's silence seems to hold on to its secrets tightly. The Iron Pillar of Delhi, India. In the heart of Delhi, India stands a marvel of ancient metallurgy, the Iron Pillar. Towering over 7 meters tall and weighing nearly 6 tons, this pillar has stood the test of time for over 1,500 years without rusting. In fact, it's nearly completely free of corrosion, a phenomenon that has left scientists scratching their heads for decades. The pillar is made of high-purity iron, and its ability to resist rust is something that modern metallurgy experts have struggled to replicate. But here's the kicker. This was made during the Gupta Empire, long before modern technology existed. How did the ancient smiths of India manage to create such a durable metal alloy without the tools and techniques we have today? Some believe the iron was forged using a process that was far ahead of its time, possibly involving a secret lost technique. Others suggest the pillar's ability to resist rust might be due to the unique composition of the surrounding atmosphere, or even the geographical location of the pillar. While the actual process remains unknown, it's clear that the Iron Pillar stands as a testament to the advanced knowledge of ancient Indian metallurgists. What do you think? Did they possess a form of science lost to history, or is there something more mysterious at play? The Iron Pillar may just hold the key to unlocking ancient secrets of our past. The Stone Spheres of Costa Rica. Imagine walking through a jungle and stumbling upon hundreds of perfectly round stones scattered across the landscape. This is exactly what explorers found in Costa Rica, where hundreds of mysterious stone spheres, some weighing several tons, are scattered across the Diqui Delta. The spheres, known as the Las Bolas, range in size from small pebbles to massive monoliths nearly 8 feet in diameter. But here's the catch. No one knows exactly how they were made, or more puzzling still, why they were created. The Diqui culture, who lived in the region between 600 and 1500 AD, left no written records explaining the purpose of the spheres, which only adds to their mystique. Some theories suggest the stones were a form of ancient astronomy, a way to mark celestial events or alignments. Others believe they were symbols of power, used by the Diqui people to denote important sites or leaders. The construction methods are equally baffling. How could a civilization with no advanced tools create perfectly spherical stones, some of which were likely moved over large distances? There's also the question of why the stones were scattered in such a wide area, with no clear arrangement or pattern. The stone spheres of Costa Rica are a testament to the creativity of the Diki people. Yet they remain one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of ancient engineering. What do you think? Could they have had a deeper, undiscovered purpose, or are they just remnants of a forgotten culture? The Gate to Hell, Turkey. Imagine standing before a cave, its entrance filled with an eerie mist, and knowing that something dangerous lurks within. This is the Gate to Hell, located in the ancient city of Hierapolis in Turkey. The cave is infamous for its toxic gases that have been deadly to animals and humans alike, which is why ancient civilizations considered it the entrance to the underworld. But what makes this site so fascinating is the history surrounding it. The ancient Romans referred to it as a plutonium, dedicated to the god Pluto, the ruler of the underworld. The cave's lethal fumes, primarily carbon dioxide, would cause animals to drop dead almost immediately upon entering. The ancient people saw this as a direct connection to the realm of the dead, a place where no living creature could survive. Today scientists have confirmed that the toxic gases are naturally occurring due to volcanic activity in the area. The site's sinister atmosphere continues to draw visitors, many of whom can't help but feel a sense of dread as they stand at the threshold of this ancient gateway. What's even more intriguing is the way the ancient Greeks and Romans built temples near the site, holding rituals that would often involve sacrifices. Could it have been a place for communication with the gods, or a simple natural phenomenon that became shrouded in myth? What do you think? Was this truly a doorway to another world, or just a chilling reminder of the ancient people's fear of the unknown? And there you have it, 8 forbidden ancient structures that continue to baffle us. What do you think? Were they just feats of ancient engineering, or is there something more mysterious at play? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the wonders of the past, make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss out on new videos. Don't forget to subscribe to Dwellscape for more mind-blowing content.